After traveling for millions of blocks, I finally made it to the world border. My entire journey led me to this. Everyone told me it wasn't real, but if the legends were true, all I had to do was cross the border and I would find the world seed. Up until now, the world seed has just been a myth, but I'm about to prove that the world seed exists. Alright, here goes nothing. Dad, can you read me that story about the world seed again?
Son, I've already told you the story a million times. You really want to hear it again?
Come on, just one more time.
Alright, fine. The legend of the world seed is that the creation of our world started with one long number. Each world that we live in has a number, and this number separates our world from each and every other world. Every number is different, which makes our world unique. Legend has it that if someone obtains the world seed, they could create an exact replica of that same world. The end.
See, Dad, don't you understand? If we find this world seed, we can make a new world and bring back Mom.
Son, don't do this again. You know we can't bring Mom back. Stop getting your hopes up. She's gone.
I'm not gonna give up this time, Dad. I'm gonna save Mom and find the world seed. All my life, I've been told that I could never bring my mom back, but I knew that if the world seed existed, I could do it. I've never given up on this dream ever since that one day when everything changed. It was one late night when something strange woke me up. I went outside to see the whole sky practically on fire. Oh my God, what is that? Mom, Dad, what is happening? My parents left me and told me to stay inside and hide, but soon enough, there was no more hiding. I went outside to see the Ender Dragon waiting to destroy our entire village. But when I looked over, I saw my mom and dad standing right in front of the dragon. There was nothing I could do but just sit back and watch. That was the last time I saw my mom, and ever since I heard the story about the world seed, I promised that I would bring her back. Everyone told me it was impossible and that it wasn't even real, but I had hope that the world seed could bring back my mom. I just needed to find it. There was only one person I knew that could give me the right guidance on where the world seed is, and that was the village elder. The village elder has been around for decades, and he has the most knowledge out of everyone in our village. If someone were to know where it is, he would know. He meditates every day on top of this mountain, searching for more wisdom. I approached him looking for answers.
What do you want, boy?
Village elder, I need you to tell me how I can find the world seed.
What you seek is a myth. Even if the world seed was real, it would be impossible to get to.
Sir, I don't need to know if it's a myth or not. I just want to know what you know. Just please tell me how to get there.
Fine. My ancestors had a story. It told me of the world seed being located beyond the edge of the world. If one were to travel millions of blocks towards the border, they will find the seed. But even if the world seed was real, the task is impossible. You'll never make it that far.
Thank you, village elder. That's all I needed to know. If the village elder was right, I just needed to go to the edge of the world. It could take me years, but if it meant that I could bring my mom back, then I had to try. I began my journey, but what I didn't know is that I wasn't the only one looking for the world seed. There were others out there, others that wanted the world seed to benefit their own. After traveling for days, the trouble soon caught up to me.
Hey kid, you're taking me with you.
I turned around to see a pillager armed with an axe standing right behind me. What are you talking about? Take you with me? I'm not going anywhere.
Please, I've been following you for thousands of blocks. I know you're hunting the world seed.
The world seed? What even is that?
Don't play dumb with me now. I read the story. I know you're trying to get to the world border.
Fine, I am hunting the world seed, but what do you want with it anyways?
If the world seed is real, imagine what we could do with the power to create infinite worlds. The pillagers can rule over all of them.
I couldn't let the pillager follow me. I had to fight him right then and there. I didn't care about the pillager's plans. I just needed to save my mom. And if that meant taking out this pillager, then so be it. Hopefully me taking out this pillager wouldn't attract an entire pillager army, but I had to keep going on my journey. I traveled in one direction for thousands and thousands of blocks, never losing sight of my dream of finding the world seed. After months of traveling, I stumbled upon an ocean. I had some sort of feeling that I was getting closer and closer to the world border. I sailed all throughout the days and nights until eventually the ocean stopped. The legends were actually true and the world border existed. That means if the urban legends were right, all I had to do was jump across the border and I would find the world seed. This was my chance to save my mom. Here goes nothing. I was expecting a long fall, but instead, I just stopped. I was standing on something invisible. It was like the world continued, but there was nothing here. I stood there floating in the void of space, not knowing what to do. I looked back at my world and began walking until the world became smaller and smaller, until eventually, it just disappeared. But just as I saw my world vanish, I felt myself being pulled in somewhere. I looked around and all of a sudden I was in some all-white void. I couldn't see anything but a single chest. I had no clue how I got here and everything in my inventory was gone. All that was left was me and this single chest. I stood in front of the chest and I opened it. And inside, I found a single piece of paper that showed a 19-digit number. Was this actually the world seed? Did I find it? All this time the legends were true and I could use this to make a copy of my world. I could bring my mom back. Wait, what do I even do with this now?
Yep, well, that's how it's done. That's how our world seeds are generated. It's a bit of a new system, but we think it's gonna work just fine.
Wait, let me get this straight. There's an actual guy in there?
Yup, that's an actual person.
And that person goes on a whole adventure just to get the world seed?
Yeah, I mean, the seeds have to be generated somehow.
Wait, so does that guy even know that he's like in a simulation?
Yeah, no, they don't know.
Oh my god, that seems so messed up.